Dennis Schroder join us on the line once again. Dennis, breaking news in the NBA right now. We just saw that the Bucks have let go of Mike Budenholzer. Oh, sorry, Mike Budenholzer. Sorry, that's a previous head coach. I'm just looking at you. They had let go, but last summer they let go of Adrian Griffin, and it seems like Doc Rivers might
Wow.
come in. Yeah. What's your initial reaction to this?
Oh, that's I mean, surprising. But I mean, sometimes it don't work out. The organization don't feel that it's the right fit. I heard a lot of stuff the players talked about, but I mean, um, whatever they decide, I hope they're gonna be good.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, closer to home, Raptors lose last night to the Grizzlies. I mean, look, it's obviously disappointing because as you and I talked about it before the game, like you guys are still trying to win. You guys still think that there's like a really good chance here. There's a good group here. But when you see it on the court sometimes, I think last night you guys got up to a bit of a slow start. It was difficult to get going once, Memphis had the lead and they had momentum. But what happened last night against the Grizzlies? Like, what do you think was sort of the issue behind the loss?
Yeah, I think it's frustrating for sure to lose that game. Especially they had a lot of people out, but they still, been able to get some road wins. But it's really disappointing. I think we should have, won that game. But we didn't really come out right. It didn't have the 48 minutes, mentality, getting off of a good start and making sure, we get this W. And I mean, we for sure want to make the playoffs. That's my goal. I want to make the playoffs, and yeah, we got to figure out a way, and yeah, I mean, we got 3 days off now, and get to practicing tomorrow, the day after, and get on the same page because we got a lot of new players as well, and then we go from there.
Dennis, I don't mean this as an excuse for you guys, but you have been playing without Jakob Poeltl. How much does that change what you guys are trying to do on the defensive end? I think specifically you mentioned you guys got out to a bad start yesterday. Jaren Jackson kind of cooking early on there. How have you guys had to change things without Jakob in the lineup these last couple of weeks?
I mean, Jakob is I keep saying it. Like he's one of the best big men who can set screens, catch the ball, finish one to win, blocking shots, changing shots. I'm not saying he is a Joel Embiid type player, but I mean as a center, just for about winning, a winning organization, I think he's a great piece. And of course, what the Toronto Raptors want to do, I think he fit right in. And that's the reason why he got that contract. And of course, right now, he's missing a lot. But I think, Jonte, they're still doing a great job. It's not just, them. I think it's just a team thing. We just got to be mindful of playing for 48 minutes. Can't have those, like 2, 3 minutes where we didn't really like score and don't get stops either, and they get off like a 10-0 or 15-2 run. Can't have those. And if we, locked into that, we get a chance, to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think because of the trades too, the roster is a lot smaller. Like at the start of the season, with the group, a lot of times you were the only guard on the court. It was you in the starting lineup. OG playing 2, Pascal playing 3 or 4, Scotty playing 4 or 3, whatever, and then Jakob. Like that's a really tall lineup that you would typically see in the league. Now, a lot of games, like I think in the games against the Bulls, you guys went small to close. It was you, Quickley, Gary, and I think Bruce Brown alongside of Scotty. Like that's 4 guys that are 6'4" and under. So when you guys are playing smaller like that, I know you got that experience from OKC. What are some of the things that you guys need to do as the guards to sort of make sure that there aren't games where you guys give up like 20 offensive rebounds, for example, like last night to the Grizzlies?
Yeah, we got to rebound. I think that's a big emphasis of what we trying to accomplish now the next couple of games. give us a chance to win games here when we rebound. And I think we had those problems a little bit when we was a big lineup as well, beginning of the season. But we just gotta, do it in practice and then create a habit, that we're doing it every single time when the ball goes up, find our man, box out, and secure the rebound because we want to play fast in transition. So that's the reason why we sometimes, try to leak out,
Right.
and we can't have those. And we just got to secure that rebound and then play, transition offense from there.
Hey, Dennis, one last question from yesterday's game. But I noticed, I think the Grizzlies got called for defensive 3 seconds last night at one point. I think in the third quarter. And you had gotten the ball and you were standing at the line. And then Scotty came over, kind of tapped you on, the chest. And then eventually Scotty took the free throw. Now, Scotty made the free throw. But I'm just curious, in terms of like in the NBA, like what's the typical process in terms of deciding who shoots those technical free throws when anybody on the court can shoot those?
I mean, whoever got the best, free throw percentage, I think is really important. It's a big free throw. You need every single point you can get. So I mean, he came to me and I mean, he played great. And he said, "I want to take that free throw." I was like, "Yo, you sure?" He said, "Yes, I'm stepping up." And I was like, "Okay, make it." I don't have no problem with giving up the free throw. But at the end of the day, like we got that point,
Yeah.
and Scotty made it, so he can take the next one as well.
Yeah, he was 9 for 9 from the foul line last night. But to your credit, you are leading the team in field or free throw percentage at 86.6. Yeah. I'm gonna round up for Dennis.
Yeah, we'll round it up.
Yeah, round it up.
It's almost 90, really, when you think about it. Yeah.
Which
Might as well
basically
just say
100.
90.
Yeah.
This me talking about grade 12 teachers,
Yeah.
man, when I'm trying to apply for university.
We'll go as high as Jose Calderon's record. We're not going higher than that, but we'll round it up to that one.
Yeah, he was at 98, I think,
I'm
for
gonna
you.
I'm gonna get to 90 end of this season.
Okay.
All right.
That's my goal.
Hold
Okay.
you to that.
Okay, so Dennis, we've talked a lot about the new players that you guys have brought in and trying to work them in. A couple games back, you guys were in New York and you got to see a few of those guys. And I know you'd only spent half a season with OG and Malachi and Precious, but I know that you worked pretty closely with Malachi, trying to bring him along. Doing your shooting competitions together and stuff like that. How was that experience going back up against those guys so soon after the trade?
I mean, first of all, great guys. Precious, OG, and Mel. I had a great time with them for a few months. Good to see him every single day, working with them. I mean, to Mel, you guys know we had a good relationship. We seen him the day before in New York too. Played the little cards and was just talking. Went to dinner as well. Talked about life and how he likes it there and his change. Precious and OG I seen at the game, and talked to OG in the back in the locker room and just, because I think like he changing the whole organization from them, and he doing a really great job of like, I mean, his plus minus since he got there is insane. So, I mean, I'm really happy for him. He likes it, and that's what it's all about, just to be happy. And I think it's really, really important for them to, for him to keep grinding. Mel as well, when he get his chance to get on the game, just to, give everything he can to get on the floor and get that rotation minutes, and Precious as well. He killed us. He played really well against us. And yeah, he went off. But like I said, like they my brothers, and I'm really happy for them. And yeah, keep going.
Yeah. Well, you're seeing other changes too, right? On the flip side, you see RJ and Immanuel coming in, and RJ I think has hit the ground running. Like he's shooting really effectively from the field. He's got a high field goal percentage. A lot of times he's leading your guys in scoring. I think for Quickley, he's been kind of up and down. And I want to ask you this because you also made a similar transition where you were really effective off the bench, and then eventually you got a chance to start, and how that kind of changed in your approach. Now I think it was within the same team. It was all in Atlanta. You didn't change teams like Quickley did mid-season coming from New York to Toronto, but what was that adjustment like when you went from being the spark off the bench, you could score a lot, you can have the ball in your hands a lot, versus when you're starting and you got to set the table and make sure everyone's involved in addition to scoring as well?
I mean, he gotta do. He just got to go through it. He never experienced that. He's still young. His fourth year in the league, new team as well. But I think he's doing a great job because he's just a good guy. I think he's doing a great job of keeping everybody engaged, being good with everybody. On the court, I think he just got to be aggressive. He just got to be aggressive when two people is on him, he just got to pass it out. It's that simple. And sometimes he's thinking too much, and I know where it's coming from, but I mean, he just got to be aggressive, and I think he's gonna, find it real quick, or real soon. Let's say it that way. And he's just getting comfortable, in that position. Making sure everybody's involved. You got to find the good rhythm with Scotty. I think then he's going to be good. He's going to be real good for us.
How much do you find yourself talking to him over the course of the game, whether at a timeout, in a huddle, halftime, things like that? Do you find yourself doing that pretty actively? Like, hey, man, you could be a little bit more aggressive here. Look for your shot here. I see this opportunity for you here against this defense.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I try to talk to him when I see something. I try to make him better for just, having a good conversation, telling him, listen, I think this is what you got to do. But being aggressive don't mean shoot 20, 30 shots. Just being aggressive, getting to the rim, and then make the decision, for your teammates and for the best of this team, And I think he just can't think too much. If he, think too much, then he start guessing, and he just got to go, be aggressive, be himself. And I think then he's going to be just fine.
Yeah. Well, he's a young guard. We've already seen like the upside too. He can really shoot the three. I think he's just not shooting that well in the paint right now, but clearly has that ability to shift speeds and get into the paint. So I'm hoping to see him because he's going to be here a long time for the Raptors, and just seeing his growth. Now, one thing I've been wanted to ask you for a while was just, you've played with a lot of great teammates in your career. You were in Boston, you played with those guys. The Lakers, you just came from LeBron and AD, enough said. Even before that, you were playing with All-Stars. OKC, you're playing with All-Stars. So I wanted to do a thing where we just kind of draft a starting five of former teammates that you've played with before. Now, I'm going to take you out of this equation. I'm going to take the current Raptors out of this equation. I just talk about former teammates. But if you're cool with that, I want to actually just draft like an all-time five, Dennis Schroder five, you know what I mean, of former teammates.
Former teammates.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Because in Atlanta, I played with, really unselfish guys who just want to win. I'm not saying the guys here now are selfish. I'm just saying that we had a team over there with like 8 people who scored maybe 8 or 9 points or 10 points,
Right, yeah. I remember.
And that felt like a real team and like a togetherness. We really excited every time in practice, and it was just a special group. And of course, all those guys I love, but I mean, if it's just about the quality of on the court, getting a bucket. Of course, I say LeBron James.
Okay.
I say Russell Westbrook. PG-13. Ooh. Jason Tatum.
Ooh.
I mean, Shea and Jalen, those two guys, I mean, they really special. I left out a lot of guys too, like CP3.
Yep.
You might need a center here too. Otherwise, you're gonna have to. You're asking LeBron to play center in this lineup a little bit, maybe.
So hold on, that's just from point guard to center.
I mean, we can do it that way. I'm just picturing what this lineup would look like. That's all.
It's your game, man. It's your team.
If it's a lineup, then I gotta be. I'm gonna do Shea. I'm gonna do Jason Tatum. LeBron at 4, AD at 5. Cool. And then probably,
PG?
yeah, probably Paul George.
Man.
Look, Russ is
That's
thriving as a
relevant,
sixth
man.
man with the Clippers right now, so Russ could be the sixth man
Bro.
on this team. It's cool.
You don't understand how good the bench might be, because we got Chris Paul coming off that bench. We got Jaylen Brown coming off that bench.
Kyle Korver is a shooting specialist off the bench.
Kyle Korver is the shooting specialist off the bench. We got Al Horford. Paul Millsap.
Yeah, Horford.
Yeah.
Jeff Teague.
Jeff
I
Teague,
mean, we
yeah.
got a lot of people. CP3. I mean, I played with a lot of people. Got a lot of knowledge from them, like what they do on a day-to-day basis, on the court and off the court. I think I helped, Jason Tatum when I was in Boston. Helped him transition because I just came from, LeBron James, seeing what he do, and helped him a lot, off and on the court. And I mean, Paul George, my first year with OKC, he had that MVP season. He was unstoppable. I mean, he got hurt at the end of the season, but I mean, he was pretty damn good. And he's playing right now. He's playing on a high level as well. Of course, Bron, AD, play with a lot of people, man.
Yeah. No, man, you're gonna have a lot of jersey swaps in the course of your career.
Yeah, there'd be a
For
lot
sure.
of.
I'm trying to get every jersey right now. Every jersey
So
who I played against.
I wanted to ask you a jersey related thing, because Bruce Brown told us the other day he gets to Toronto, he sees that Jonte is wearing number 11. So he texted Michael Porter Jr. and was like, hey, would your brother give up his jersey number? I'll give him 10 grand. Yeah. So he gave Jonte 10 grand to give up the jersey number. You've worn 17, German national team, every team you've played for except the Celtics, where it's retired for John Havlicek. Have you run into a situation like that where you had to get someone to give up your jersey number? And would you? Like, is it that important to you that if someone else had 17, you'd be like, hey, man, here's a little gift. Give me my number back.
Trust me, it's going to cost more than 10K, all right,
yeah.
for stuff.
I don't know about paying somebody, but I'm gonna get that number though. I love my number 17. I mean, that was my dad's favorite number. He passed away when I was 16, and that number means a lot. 17th pick in 2013. Last year, we won bronze medal with the national team, and that was 17 years back. That we won, a medal before, and wow. The 17ers keep chasing me, and I gotta get that everywhere I go.
That's a cool story. I didn't know that. So,
yeah, that is very cool. Also, though, you just gave away all your leverage. If you ever end up somewhere, everyone knows how important it is to you now. That person's gonna drive a hard bargain.
If he tells that story,
I'm gonna ask nicely. I'm gonna ask always nicely. I'm gonna ask him, listen, it means a lot to me, and see if you work it. If you can work it out.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you say that's my dad's favorite number, you just gotta give it up, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm folding instantly to that. So, Dennis, take care. Enjoy a couple of days. I know Darko said it was kind of like another training camp for you guys. So, I know you guys have been running around. You guys got a long road trip coming up ahead too. But enjoy this time. Get better as a group, and we'll see you guys take the court again on Friday.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Thank you.